Maisie. 2:14 a.m. I am awake still. What was I doing again? Oh, yeah, I remember. I was wanting to talk about my day. How was my day? It was fine, I suppose. I never really know what to think about my days. It's odd. The lack of emotion almost disturbs me. Almost. Of course, it seems to elicit no response at all. It's quiet. Lonely. My pants are already growing thin with use. Alex pointed out a tear in the back leg today. Who knows how long that'd been there? God forbid. I almost don't want to know. Almost. I've started working with colored pencils again. I'm glad I have some cheap ones to practice with, though these aren't bad quality either. I've also experimented just today with not knowing what I'm going to draw before beginning drawing. It was strange not knowing my subject, but quickly it became apparent that I was drawing a dragon. I don't know, it just came to me. That curve looks like the neck of a dragon. And then it was. this feeling of how it feels to pick through the thick underbrush of a forest. How it feels to drop rocks in a still lake. Kind of has this rhythm of bump, 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 right? It's like separate moments where you find the word, you feel the thing, you make the breakthrough or whatever, the moment of the fish biting the hook. And then you have to do the work of reeling it in, then taking care of the fish, either by giving it a nice little smackaroo and throwing it back to the water, or using the whole fish for dinner and some other stuff, like fish skin leather, which I recently learned about. That's off topic though. And I feel like that feeling of sort of plodding along is the other side of the art experience of dancing through. Listening to the rhythm, and it sounds more like like it's separate, but it all blends together, and it becomes one thing, one movement, one outpouring, and an expression, as John Dewey puts it in Art as Experience, which I'm still working on chapter 4 for. It's been quite a while, and I know it's now been a full year that I've been reading this book, and I'm only on chapter 4, but that's because I'm chewing on like every sentence. In no other book will you find a sentence as ridiculous as: the selective operation of materials, so powerfully exercised by developing emotion in a series of continued acts, extracts matter from a multitude of objects, numerically and spatially separated, and condenses what is abstracted in an object that is an epitome of the values belonging to them all. That's a real sentence that I read in this book and had to decode. You'll have to forgive me. I'm not that good at reading. Hold on. I don't read as much as I've been reading more than ever. Hey, editing Ruben here. I realized I didn't really explain myself. What I'm talking about here is my experience of art making. Because I've made so many different kinds of mediums and genres of art over the years in my practice, that helps me better understand my process of making and how it presents itself similarly across genre and medium. Sometimes it flows easily, like a stream. Other times it's like word rocks thrown in the still lake of this story. Both times are beautiful, but different. Two separate things that are similar but completely unique at the same time. One feels like dancing, and the other feels like fishing, all in one motion or in jumbled, distinct parts. They are both art experience. The act of creation and making and interaction and expression. One day I will have written extensively about this topic and I will quote this in my dissertation. But until then, art experience as fishing for every word, and art experience as dancing along the sentence. It reminds me of this email from poet Louise Gluck. Thursday. Writing is painful as a life. I feel that even after decades, doesn't get easier, which surprised me. The yearning and failing parts don't get easier. And then there are the miraculous times when fluency is effortless, or even the times of just being absorbed deeply. Can't think of anything better. I regret being unable to occupy that state constantly, but to be there at all seems a marvel beyond all others. See you in spring, Louise. My partner, Alex, approached me with this question today, and it rung a couple bells, if you know what I mean. It's apparently from this creator called Newell of Knowledge. It's a short video of his where he says, instead of asking what we want from life, ask instead, what does life want from us? And I knew as soon as I read that question, I knew what my answer was. And it was everything. My life requires every single part of me, all of it. And that's not a bad thing. That's the thing. We could doom spiral, we could rot in this marinade until it stinks up the whole fridge. That's a possible option where everything is effort. Oh no, that really sucks. And I hate it. And it is the worst. And that's where I've been. That's frankly where I've been this whole year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I don't know, like since COVID practically. Just a reminder though, and this is something that this question helped me to remember now, is that it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to mean hyperproductivity and pushing through autistic burnout for years and not being able to let yourself do fun things because you're afraid that it might be fun and you can't have fun. That's not allowed. And it's like an active process, right? Where I'm trying to take it a little bit lighter. I lost the plot. No, I didn't lose the plot. It's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. Let's keep going. So, what does life want from me? All of it. All of me. That's what life wants from me. And I'm pretty sure your life wants all of you too. And this isn't a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. This can be a joy. This can be a toil that we take up with awe and wonder and love. And it comes from a place of opening and not closing. Where we're showing up and present and intentional. Where we're awake and not dissociating all the time. It is effort. It is a lot of work. This is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing. I know it feels crazy and I know it feels too hard and like the world's biggest burden, but look, we're sharing it right now. Doesn't it feel a little bit easier? I feel a little bit lighter, at least, knowing that, like, I can put it down, right? John Steinbeck, East of Eden, now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good. Now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good. And I think my good is showing up. I haven't been showing up. I can promise you, I have not been showing up. I just saw a butterfly. All this to say, I want to have a life that doesn't lead me to despair. I want a life that radicalizes me. I want a life that builds itself and makes itself anew every day. Every day, we invent new ways to be more ourselves. This is me trying to be me. All of me. I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks for watching. My name is Reuven Evelyn. I'm the maker mystic behind Earthworms. I love myself despite my best efforts. If you found anything interesting or resonated with anything in this video, leave a comment below, like the video. You know, it's just... And this has been my vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something that resonated, and if you didn't, I'm sorry. This is some time you will never get back. And if you did like it, you're welcome. This is some time you'll never get back. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I don't have a schedule. Don't make me get a schedule. I'll become more consistent eventually. We're working on it. I don't have a schedule. It's a long, dark road. All we have is each other. Bye.